We've always said that.
I'm freaking out.
And we've always said that.
You're sick in the head.
And we've always said that.
Aiden, I love you. I wanted you to have a part of me.
And we've always said that.
Let me just sip my little coffee.
Sip your little coffee. Guys, welcome frickin' back.
Welcome back to
And we've always said that. Seems like over and I'm just a bitch you hate now.
Cozy vibes.
Dude, can I just talk about Sharpest Tool for like a quick tick?
Yeah, I would love that. Actually, would love that.
I think that's my favorite song off the album, off the Short and Sweet album. I don't know what Polly Pocket put into that song to make it so
Dude, she's
mesmerizing.
AI. She's AI. All of her songs are AI in a good way.
In a good way.
It's like good AI.
I would, and like, she's Polly Pocket for a reason. I would put her in my pocket.
No, I want to hang out with her.
Oh, God,
in
that
capacity.
And I think her lore is really cool. I think she has a lot to say, and I think she has a lot of insight on like what's going on in the music industry.
Wait,
and
what's her lore?
I don't know. Well, she's a Disney kid.
Yes.
And I just think those Disney kids, I think all their parents are nutty.
Yeah, duh.
Nutty people. So I think if you come from nutty people on Disney Channel, I want to have a conversation. I want to have a sit down.
Have you ever met a Disney kid?
No, I don't think so. Yet.
Yet, if you're a Disney kid and you're watching at home,
Swipe out.
What if I told you I was a Disney kid?
that would be crazy.
Would you believe it?
I
For
would.
you.
No, I see you
You have
Nickelodeon.
the
Why do you? Oh, you see me on Nickelodeon?
You're Nickelodeon.
Are you trying to say that I look like Drake Bell? Because I
Yeah.
get called
Well,
yesterday. I got called Drake Bell.
I told you
That's
that when I
why.
met
it's
you.
it's not my favorite compliment to receive.
Why?
Just
Because
because
he
of
was
what's
sexually.
happening.
There's been some controversies and such.
Oh wait, should we close that because of?
We could, or we could be
we worried
free
about-
flowing.
Or
Are we
we could
worried
be
about
free
that
flowing and
sound?
not hot. You know
people?
what? I think is back. That is a drink
What?
that not a lot of people drink anymore. It's milk. Milk, baby. Milk is back.
And thank you for
Regular
bringing it
milk.
up. Regular whole milk.
It's so back. It's actually like, if anything, I think they could really do a whole rebrand with it because I think it's sexy and I think the cool kids are drinking
It's
it again.
hot. I want to pour it on my partner and lick it off.
Sure. Calcium.
It's good for you. It's sexy.
It's strong. It's like a.
It's a full-bodied.
I just think
beverage.
and it's also like, guys, we got too sweet around the oat and the almond.
Crazy.
I also thought and convinced myself that regular milk hurts my stomach. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It never did.
Nope. Never
and
did.
now I'm ordering lattes, like oat milk lattes, and I'm like, this just doesn't hit.
No, a whole milk latte or cappuccino. Mine is a cappuccino. That's my go-to. It is like the most delicious thing on planet Earth.
On planet Earth. But I do get cappuccinos with real milk. I'll never do a cappuccino with fucking oat.
No,
I'm
it's
not fake.
fake because it doesn't foam. Did you say fake?
Yeah, I said fake at the same time.
Jinx.
So milk is back.
Milk
and I
is
think,
so back.
I think like they could really do a fun rebrand. You know when they had the mustaches? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Cute.
Do it again. Do it again.
Just that
Bring that
again.
back, dude.
But do a thicker mustache so that the Brooklyn people are back
Yeah.
in. You need like
And
the
a
Brooklyn
carabiner.
boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need a tattoo guy with a
Yes, it's stuck in his mustache. It's stuck
And
in
then you'll
his
get us
mustache.
on board. Like,
Yes.
hire us for your team. We got it.
Wait,
We're
Hood.
We're
Hood.
cooking right now.
You guys got to give us a go. We'll be there.
We'll be at your meetings. Big Milk, whoever is behind
We've
your
got a
shit,
deck.
We want in.
We've got a deck
I
ready.
want in on the ground floor.
I know
this
who.
operation.
I know like a list of people who could be the face of this.
Do you think there's like Nepo milk people?
Yes.
Because
yeah,
milk,
but again,
milk has been
they're
around forever.
cool, and their nepotism doesn't really show because they're like still in the business.
Yeah.
and they're really down to earth.
And they work really hard. They work with the cows.
They work with cows.
And that's grounding.
Very. I mean,
Can
truly,
you imagine
literally.
how intimate that is, milking a cow? Not that anyone actually does it by hand, but
Isn't it kind of weird that like how do they like in these factories are they putting like hoses attached to these cows?
yeah,
They're just
they
attaching
milk
them,
them
through the hoses
with like a machine.
like a suction hose.
Yeah.
And the cow's just
Does it feel good? That's a vibrator. That's That's
The
what we
cow's
do that to
like,
us
to the
too.
left, to the left.
I was about to be literally. I was about to be like, wait, is that inhumane? And I'm sure, obviously, it is or whatever. I mean, but like low key, it's not that different from what we've like invented for ourselves.
Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
The cows are having a good time.
It probably feels good. They're hooked up.
Well, yeah, I mean, this, when you're playing with those, it feels good.
I like it.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Do they make no? Now I'm going on it.
Where were you going?
I don't know if I want to
Am I on board?
I don't think so.
I don't think I know what
Do
you're
they
gonna-
make nipple vibrators?
Yes.
Is that I'm so
And clamps.
Well, clamps I knew about. That's crazy.
I'm
though.
sure the
That's- I
clamps
don't
like
think-
can vibrate.
crazy.
Or it's like a suction cup
I'm blushing.
again on your yitties.
Let's
Anyways,
get what the cows are using. Let's try it out and see how it feels.
our tits like get sucked through. They literally
We're
get like
I don't know. I
it's
thought it would
so
feel good.
strong. Our we don't have udders. We have nipples.
Yeah. Let's just see what it's like though. I need to decide before I drink milk.
I always like wanted to just have milk in my boobs.
Have you ever had okay, wait.
I've always just like when I was younger, I didn't realize like you had to be pregnant to create milk.
Stop.
You
So
thought
I-
you were just gonna get the milk
Yeah.
one day?
Yeah, I thought
You're
everyone
like,
was.
yay.
Yeah, I thought every woman was eventually just gonna have milk in their boobs,
And then
and then whatever they'll just it'll come out or it won't, and it just stays in there.
beautiful.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's just like a gallon of milk on your chest.
It's a lot.
It's
It's
a
a
lot.
lot of milk to
Yeah,
have on your
it's a
chest.
lot.
You were like,
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
got
have
double D's.
huge knockers for my milk storage. I feel like we started with like milk is cool, and then we got into like
Milk is life, and it's
milk is our driving force.
No, it really
is.
I mean, milk is feminine. Milk is the most like feminine thing you could think of.
feminine energy. It's only girls.
It's girls.
Only girls make it.
And guys like try and fucking talk about milk like it's like, yeah, I drink fucking milk.
No, milk is
I bulk up.
nourishment.
I'm like, girl, that came from a yitty.
Yeah, that came from a lady.
A lady gave you that.
Yeah,
Guys
respect your milk.
and moms.
And we don't, and women and moms. And you know what? We do not tolerate milk slander on this podcast.
because milk is for actually the girls.
For the girls,
Milk is for the girls,
Milk
and
is-
that's why it's back, and that's why all the hot girls, everybody's drinking milk.
Everyone's
Everybody who's
doing it.
hot drinks milk now.
I will say one thing.
Sure.
I recently discovered that I have high cholesterol, so I have
So you have to do 1% maybe or low fat.
low fat milk, which sucks. But I can't lie on the pod and say that I'm drinking whole milk. There was
I'm
a
just
period of
gonna have
time
to- yeah.
and this might be why I have high cholesterol, also genetics, but I was having a latte or a cappuccino with whole milk every single morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night, I was having full fat yogurt for dessert with berries and granola,
Yeah, I love
which
that.
is so delicious. And that was a lot of full fat dairy
Yeah.
in a day.
But like, whatever, dude.
It's like, we're all gonna die.
It's all like, what? Oh, my arteries are gonna get clogged up.
Oh, my little arteries are
Whatever.
gonna get clogged
Oh,
up.
grow up.
Literally yourself.
Good dude. And you might
And I
with
might-
this
and I might-
cholesterol issue.
You know what? It's so funny. Like people are like talking about you know that thing of the alcohol thing where if
Yes.
you drink alcohol every day, it takes
You
2
got
months
this
off your
in my
life.
head, and now I will never not think about it.
Yeah, because you can't unhear it. But now I get that. But you know what's funny? I
What?
wasn't drinking that much before I heard that statistic, and then now I'm like,
Well, tell them what this.
the statistic is that if you drink a drink every single night, it will take
Drink an alcoholic drink.
alcoholic drink. It will take 2 months off of your life. And then, you know, like that's like the baseline. And then like more or less, you know, depending
That's
on how much you drink.
crazy.
It's like an average. And ever since I heard that, I was like, 2 months is not bad.
4 months isn't bad
I'm like,
either.
2 months at the end, it's like plus or minus 2 months. Like, what are you
Right.
really losing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No.
Which is such a funny way to
Think of things.
think about it.
Yeah.
But I was like, It's not that scary.
It's not that scary at all.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be more scared if it was like a couple years.
Sure.
And you never know. But
Right.
but the cholesterol thing, that's gonna get me.
Well, yeah, you got to pay attention to that.
Whatever.
To sidebar really quick on
Okay.
just first of all, to conclude, milk is back and milk is for the girls.
Milk is for the girls. It's by women for women.
By women for
It's
women.
actually the original women-owned business.
Oh my God. It is.
It so is.
And speaking of women,
Yeah.
I had a dream last night. Have you ever had one of those dreams? Unfortunately, Chris, you cannot. Maybe you can. It's a dream. Anything can happen. Relate to when you are pregnant and you have a baby in your dream and how
Yep.
I had that last night.
Whoa.
I had a baby girl in my arms. She was so cute and she smelled so good. And her and I were just like, she was probably like, I don't know, 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
She was little. She was an infant. And it was just me. And then my mom was in it. And no guy was in it. No, like, I don't know who the father was, but he wasn't in the picture, right?
Right.
And it was just this like beautiful, special moment. And then I woke up and it's like when you wake up from those dreams, it's the dread creeps in so easily because you're like, wow, that was so real and so beautiful. And like, not that I want children anytime soon, but you feel that and you're like,
felt
as a
it.
woman, you're like, this is why I'm like here.
Oh my God.
This is why I'm like put on this earth. And then I wake up and I'm like devastated.
Oh my God, Fia.
Did you get milk at any point during this?
I didn't. Oh, did I
Maybe
breastfeed?
that's why milk is on the brain.
Maybe did I breastfeed in it? No, my boobs were big in that dream though, filled with milk.
Because of the milk.
Filled
Wait,
with
that's
milk.
so beautiful. Your
No.
body is actually literally using psychological warfare against you to have a baby.
But you haven't had one of those dreams.
I haven't had no, I've had a dream that I was pregnant in a bad way. I've never had a dream that I gave birth and had a baby.
I didn't like dream about giving birth, but I had a dream of being pregnant and then I
Also
had
having
her.
a kid. I feel like, wait, I might have had I'm sure I had a baby in a dream once.
But you've never woken
I've-
up from it and been like, I miss that baby.
No.
Okay.
That's amazing. No, my closest thing to that is having a sex dream and then being like, and then seeing that person being like, we fucked.
Oh, and then you really did
and
have
then
sex
and
in
then
person.
like emotionally, you're like, well, I did have sex with that person.
Right.
Why don't you just fulfill it like in real life?
Yeah, just do it.
They don't want to.
You checked?
Sus.
I didn't check.
How do you know that?
That's why I said sus. This is suspicious.
A lot of the time, I have those dreams about people I don't want to sleep with.
But this one.
I'm thinking of one recent one that I was like,
Anyways, yeah, I woke up devastated this morning.
I'm so sorry
and
for your
hungover from
loss.
Prosecco.
wait, that is so. Did you have a name for the baby?
No, it's just like I felt really connected to her, and then like my mom was in the dream, so it was like 3 generations of women
Oh my
in this
God.
dream,
This
and
is
it's like
very intense.
it was
Wait,
beautiful though.
What do you think that means? Like, why was that in your brain?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really analyzed it yet. I think it was just like maybe I'm feeling disconnected from my mom.
And that would
Perhaps.
bring you closer.
And maybe that would bring me closer because like she was once my age having a baby and I was the baby.
Did she have you
She had me.
when
yeah.
you were? She had
Yeah,
you.
she
Your
had
mom
me.
had you. No, did she have you when she was your age?
No, she was 30.
Oh,
when
that's
she
like
had me.
not that long. from
Yeah,
now. Dude,
I
we're
know.
old.
I know. It's like but we're not. We're still young.
Yeah, we're still
And we're
babies.
also like still in this beautiful period of life.
Exploratory phase.
Yeah. And 30 is young.
30 is young.
It is young. And we all lost 2 years. So really we're like I'm 26.
Nobody talks about the 2 years thing
Yeah.
enough. That
I
know,
should
yeah,
be
the
really
way
We
that,
lost
like,
it's
2
like
years
more
of our
too.
lives.
I think
I'm
it's more.
That also kind of sounds like what we wanted to get into today about like resets and kind
Right.
of pulling yourself out of actual reality and going somewhere else. What resets you?
Oh no, my reset is jail. I put myself
Yeah,
in
you
jail.
put yourself in parent jail.
I put myself in parent jail, which is the city, the New York City, as we know. We love it. It is very hectic at times, and I am bad at saying no.
right.
So when people text me and I'm like technically available, even if it would literally kill me, I'm like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So I do this thing every so often, every 2 weeks to a month. and I go to parent jail, which is where I go to my parents' house in the suburbs, and I lock the doors.
Yeah.
And I lie face down for 24 hours. And then I come back and I go, hey guys, I'm back.
And that's your reset.
And that's my reset.
Because it's absolutely necessary. And if you have the means to do that and you have the resources, why not take it?
I am so lucky that they live
Yeah.
train's distance where I'm like, I can just scooch on up there whenever
Right.
I need. It's like crazy.
It's really nice. I feel that. I feel like I have to get out of the city like at least once a month.
You kind of do. No
And I
one
do.
talks about that.
I
but
sneak out,
You know
dude.
what's
I
crazy too?
sneak.
You're like the rental car queen. You're like, and I rented a car. Bleh, like I'm out of here.
do.
You just do that.
I
all the
jet.
And
I
you're like, and
freaking
I'm
leave.
scooching out. And I'm like, I didn't know you were allowed to rent a car. I thought you have to go by like public transit. And you're like, no, I'm just gonna.
No,
Well, because you can't get home
Yeah.
except for
Or
by
if I
car.
fly or like whatever. But
Right. But like
I do like driving and I miss driving too.
Driving
and
is
it's a
so
reset.
fun.
For me, like it's a reset.
you know what's amazing?
Enjoy it.
You know what's one of the best feelings in the world?
What?
Driving in the car with your goddamn homies,
Yes. With
Blasting
your
the tunes,
GDHs.
which your GDH,
yeah.
and you're just all like freaking tearing it up. It is so.
It's so good.
If you're singing Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan back to back in the car with your GDHs,
Dude, that's I'm beaming right now.
I'm gonna cry.
And like a nice coffee, and you guys are just like
what?
driving to go get breakfast or something.
So crazy. Or like at night
or at night.
when you have nothing to do, but you're just like, we're just
That
gonna
sounds-
drive around a little bit.
That sounds like high school.
It's high school. It brings me all the way back. It's so fun.
I love. Or like when you would prank phone call everybody in that car with your GDHs.
With your GDHs. You prank called people?
Wait, yeah, that's all I did.
Did you have a
Yeah, what
common
was the
prank call?
thing?
I would just prank call all my guy friends. And they would
And be
all
like,
know it's
I want to kiss you.
No, I would be so scary and I'd
Really?
like growl into the phone and I'd be like, I know where you are.
That's not a prank call.
That's a prank call.
That's harassment.
I would do that.
A prank is like, your pizza's outside and you're like, I'm going to kill your family.
Yeah, no, I was doing that one. I was doing that.
You're like, I'm going to hunt you. I'm waging psychological warfare. And they're like, okay.
I would love to scare my friends. My one friend in particular, Grace, she was so good at, she was so easy to scare. And every now and then, like I would do this a lot and she didn't catch on. Every now and then I'd call her, she'd be home alone. She was only a few streets over from me growing up. And and I would be like, I'd call her and then from star 67 and then I'd be like, I'm outside. And she wouldn't recognize the voice. Then she'd call me and she's like, I'm getting like really annoying weird calls. And then I would just do it. And then I would drive over with my other friend Liz and I would start throwing little rocks at her window.
Sick. You're sick in the head.
And then finally she got really freaked out. So she'd be calling me and then
And you're just calling her back. Bro.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, wait, what's going on? I feel like I'm getting phone calls too. And she's like, so I'm freaking out. And I'm like, wait, hold on. And then I'd call her off of the other phone. And I'd be like, why are you calling everybody? And she's like, I'm going to call the cops. And then finally.
I would have called the police like first. That's crazy.
And then finally I was like, come look outside the window. And she'd look outside and it was me.
Was she pissed?
react?
Did she cry?
I
I
would
would
go like this.
sob.
She would scream. She would scream at me and I would fall to the ground. I did that a lot.
Wait, so this worked like a bunch of times, you're saying, on Grace?
On the
Like you
same
revealed
person?
it and then...
Yeah, I was the best at like just doing that.
Would you change it up? So like,
Yeah. She is the best person to scare because she's so animated.
This is witch stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It's
I
like
love it.
spooky
I mean,
witch
I love
stuff.
it.
I had no idea you were a bad person. This is so like, this is so awesome to
It's
learn.
very
It's
funny.
my favorite thing is to prank.
This is kind of toxic.
What's
Can I tell
another
you
prank?
another prank I did?
Yeah, tell me pranks.
So
Give us like top 5 pranks.
in college, I sorry, lemon water break.
Yeah.
In college,
Health and wellness.
I lived with like 7 other girls. Best friends. One of my best friends, her name is Abby. She went on, we have 6 girls. One of them is our gay best friend, Drew.
Okay.
And he just runs with us. You know, this is college. We're fucking doing it. We're drinking. Everyone's single, but also dating and hooking up. Abby, my friend Abby, goes on this date with this guy. He's from Brown. She found him on Tinder. They go on a date. Drew comes over. We're all waiting for Abby to get back. And I go, maybe we should prank Abby when she gets back. And they're all like, well, how? And I was like, Drew, take a screenshot of your Grindr and send it to me. And then I'm going to put the picture of the guy that she's on a date with on Grindr.
Diabolical. That's hilarious. Okay, that's hilarious. Terrible.
And Photoshop it and convince Abby that he's also on Grindr.
Oh my fucking God.
So then I set the whole thing up. So then Drew is like, he's there when she gets back. She comes back. And this is so evil of me, but it was so funny. She gets back and she's like, he's so nice. We kiss, blah, blah, blah. She's so excited. And then I gave Drew like direction. And Drew was supposed to be like, wait, let me see him. So then Drew goes, let me see him. She goes, oh, here's a picture of him. He's like, wait, I matched with him.
You had a script.
I had a script.
You produced a prank. Like,
Yeah.
this is the high level shit.
She goes, what? And he goes, he's on Grindr. Pulls up the Photoshopped Grindr that I made. And everyone else is in on it. But it's funny. It's not
There's
mean.
like a van of
It's not
people in
mean.
the back with like
It's not mean. I
headsets
would
and like
literally-
splitter screens. They're like, yeah.
This is a full
It
production.
lasted like 2 seconds and then we laughed.
Oh, and then you immediately.
And then we immediately laughed because she got really worried. And I was like, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. I'm just
Oh
really
my
good at
God.
Photoshop. What's another time? I don't know. Probably a couple of other things.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm
now terrified
quick.
of you, though. I hope you know that.
Well, it takes a lot of effort.
When was the last time you pranked somebody? Is this like a past life thing, or-
you know what it is? I like lying in a way. Like I love
Girl, what?
not in a bad way. Like I'll never lie to
like a
like
fun
my
way.
friends or like my relationship. I'll never do that. But I love
You literally just named lying to a bunch of your friends, like a litany of your
But
friends.
only
you
for
just
like
lied
2
to.
seconds.
but I love to like lie and exaggerate about things in general. So I don't know. Like I'll just
Like, it's not just pranks. I like to lie about everything.
I just it's just like like something I do is like, oh yeah, did you hear like Khloe Kardashian and Dennis Quaid are like hooking up?
That's funny.
And I like to gossip. Like
that's
I
so
like
funny.
to do that.
And then you're like, no, that's not true.
And then
Or you're
everyone's like, what? And then I'm like, I convinced the hell out of them.
do you see how long you can go?
Yeah.
You know what's a hilarious prank that my friend? So I'm not a pranker, but I had one friend in college who was very into pranks, and we were all in the same sketch comedy group together. And so he was just pulling the strings like for everybody. But one of my favorite pranks of all time was one that he did, where he would just walk into a room and be like, Brenda's song died.
Oh.
Was it always Brenda's song?
Always Brenda's song,
That's
because she is
awesome.
the
It's
perfect
a perfect
That's so
person,
fun.
because it's like she's not on your radar right now, but
She's
she
a great
has like a
woman.
cultural significance to all of us.
Yes.
Where we're all like, we grew up with her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Brenda's song died. And we're like, Brenda's song. And then
But I also love that TikTok trend too, where
Which
like they do that to their parents and they're like, Mick Jagger died. Wait, you haven't seen
I
that?
haven't seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've
It's
seen
awesome.
it? I did
It's
that
so
at
sick.
Christmas.
And what do the parents do?
I did that at Christmas with my family. I said,
Stop.
well, they all freak out. You do it to like, you know, a kind of believable people that could die.
Mick Jagger is
Right.
like the perfect pick.
Yeah. And then it's like,
Yeah,
well,
because he could.
I did
I
that
mean, anyone
with
could.
Reese Witherspoon. Unfortunately, I love her, but my mom
That's
loves her
m-
too. And I was
that's
like,
so
at Christmas, I was like, Reese Witherspoon found dead at 40, and she's like, no.
That's hilarious.
great.
I mean, that's hilarious, but like, was she so pissed when you were like, I'm lying?
And yeah, well, I think she knew as soon as I started smirking.
Well, yeah, if you smirk, it's over. The only prank I've ever done, for real, my friend Aiden, who's the pranky boy, the Brenda song diabolical genius. He would do these pranks on all of us. So I was like, okay, I got to get him back. I was getting my gallbladder removed my sophomore year of college. And it was like a whole thing.
Right.
And he was like, and I kept being like, I'm going to send it to you.
Yes.
And he was like, no. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to freaking send it to you in the mail.
Send your gallbladder.
My
to
gallbladder
him.
out. Once it's out of my body, I'm going to send it to you, Aiden. And he was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And I actually did ask my surgeon. I was like, can I keep it? And he was like, it's a biohazard. You can't. And I was like, it's like
How
mine.
big was it?
So mine was enlarged. So it was the size of a grapefruit.
What's the normal
Damn,
size?
son.
I think
Like a clementine?
it's just like right there. It's like
What?
above the, yeah, it's
What does
tiny.
it do?
So, okay, and thank you for asking. The gallbladder is a vestigial organ. It, okay, so bile, I know.
I start puking.
You're like, I don't like this stuff. You're like, I can't with this conversation. That's so funny. So what it is, so bile is created in the liver, empties into the gallbladder, and the gallbladder stores it.
Oh, so it's like the
So
empty
when you-
trash bag for your
Yeah,
stomach.
it's a little U-Haul. It's just a little storage container.
Uni.
Yeah, it's just a little one of those. It's a storage locker, and then when you eat a meal, it empties into your stomach to digest fats. That's what the bile does. So now my liver just goes directly into my stomach. It's not a big deal.
And that's what you puke up when you don't have anything else in your stomach. Bile.
Why'd you look?
Oh, okay, doctor.
Why'd you look at me?
Wait, I think, well,
I don't
you
know if
guys know
that's-
that, right?
No.
Well, what do you mean?
Okay.
Bile's like the booger of
Ew.
like the stomach.
The word bile
origin.
is really awful, actually.
Okay. Well, you got yours removed.
Why
Right?
does
mine's-
it sound cool when it's Simone Biles though? Because I
'Cause
agree
she's
with
an
you. It's a
Olympian
gross
and
word,
that's
but then
cool.
it's like Simone
Simone
Biles.
Biles.
She rules.
Well, she's an S on the end. It's different.
Yeah, an S. She made a plural.
If she were
Okay.
Simone Bile, we'd all hate her.
Oh my god! Actually,
And she would not be good at gymnastics.
No.
yeah, no respect.
We'd be like, ew, whatever.
Bile?
Anyway, so it's, but yeah, I got that thing out of me. And I was like, doctor, can I keep it? He was like, absolutely not. And I was like,
Did you see it?
He's like, was he like,
No, I
are
didn't
you
see
gonna
it.
send it in the mail? Are you gonna send it in the mail?
I think I actually
You
straight up
slip him a 20.
slide across the table. I actually fell in
What
love with
about this?
Here's
Does this
something.
change your mind?
Here's something crazy that happens. Have you guys had surgery ever?
Wisdom teeth. Yeah.
Wisdom teeth. Wisdom teeth is different. I fell in love with my surgeon, and I'm
Okay.
convinced that this is a thing because he was inside of me.
He was holding that
No, my
gallbladder.
surgeon was inside of me.
In your mouth.
That's inside of me.
It's pretty. Yeah, I mean,
But I got my
That's
wisdom teeth
oral.
out, and
That's
I.
yeah, it's
oral.
arguably a lot more sexual.
But also,
than what
but like
happened
you're
with you.
completely asleep and trusting your entire body to somebody.
Now it's getting weird. It's getting weird now.
It's not weird. It's true. And I bet anyone who has had surgery has
Had that
a
thought.
special connection to their surgeon.
Oh.
I feel that.
Do you still talk?
I wish.
Why don't you email him and say, "Hey, where the is my gallbladder?"
I know. Well, it's all like chopped up. They had to.
What do they do with the
Biopsy.
biohazard stuff?
Oh, good question.
Who breaks that down and where does it go?
You don't want to know.
Do they burn it?
I don't know.
Can't go in the ocean.
No.
What if it did?
It can't go in a plant.
Well, probably
may-
they must burn it because like cremation, like it's probably like that kind
yeah.
of. Ew! I hate this. Okay. Anyway, all I'm
Science.
trying to say is that I couldn't send in my actual one. So my mom, God love her, she really was hustling on this. I was like all on drugs and whatever because of the surgery. She was like, I'm gonna save you some chicken giblets and we'll put them in a little baggie. She's like, save your hospital bracelet. I cut out like my little hospital information on my hospital bracelet, tape it to a baggie. It looked like pretty legit, actually.
I wish you took a picture.
Put it on a bag of ice and put it in a box. And I write him a note and I go, Aiden, I love you so much. I wanted you to have a part of me. And it was like in like serial killer letters.
That's sick.
And I mail it to him. I overnight it. He gets it the next day. He calls me and he's like, this is how diabolical he is. This is crazy. He goes, is this your gallbladder? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, okay, I'm going to eat it. And I was like,
What?
don't eat it. And he goes, Yvette, I'm a vegetarian.
What?
So just know that if I eat it, It's okay with me if it's your body because
Wait,
it won't.
No.
We also would staple him for fun. Like this is
We
like
gotta have Aiden on the pod.
he's a vet now.
Wait. He was actually considering eating your
I believe he
gallbladder?
would have done it.
That guy might be eating like
Other
pet
things.
gallbladders.
Or he's
No.
eating other things.
He's just like he doesn't care. Like he'll do anything.
If it's like he's just silly. He was just
No,
gonna
he
eat my
loves, like-
gallbladder.
He's just like,
you
no,
know,
see,
silly guy.
He loves like gore. He loves like that sense
Yeah,
of humor.
so that's kind of what I'm saying. Actually, you're
Yeah.
proving my point a little bit here. He could be doing other things.
No, he's not. Should we call him?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
You should. You should call him.
I miss him. He was so
Yeah, I
awesome.
can
Well, he
tell.
definitely misses
There's a
you.
thing.
You would love him. He loves pranks. You guys have the same pranks that you like to do.
It's like I've just been so humbled by that.
What if you connect them and then they come up with like a master
Oh my god!
prank to
And
get
then we
you
like
so
come
bad?
up with a fake.
Actually, I can't introduce you guys.
We
You
gotta
would
get in
ruin
touch
my
with Aiden.
fucking
I'm
life.
gonna find
I'd be a
Aiden.
menace with that guy.
No, you'd like actually hurt me.
Well, guys, that was crazy. We just went on a tear about pranks and went into cannibalism.
I will find Aiden and connect you guys, and I will produce this prank.
Okay, watch your back.
Whoa, I'm involved in the prank too,
I don't know.
dude.
It could be believable if both of you are getting pranked. I don't know.
She's weird.
If you prank me, I'm gonna be sad. I don't like pranks.
It's like, I feel like, okay, can I be honest with you guys?
yeah.
I feel like I could pull off like a bank robbery
Why do you say that?
because I think I could do it.
Sometimes you just say stuff, and I'm like,
I don't think you could do
because
it.
of your
I think I
poker
could.
I don't
face,
think you
like
could do it.
you need to. A bank robbery is a whole other thing.
I think I come across as earnest, but really I'm conniving. I'm just
I think
kidding.
because you say that, you're not either. Like you're not conniving at all.
like maybe
A conniving person would never show their hand like that.
And I'm bad at poker. Actually, am I? No, I don't even know how to play. Whatever, dude.
Where would you like? Where would you rob it? Would you rob like a city bank? Like
I
what
can't-
part of the country?
I can't disclose.
Yeah, see, if you're actually gonna do it, we can't talk about it on the pod.
Exactly. But I have.
I'm not robbing shit.
I've.
She's too much of a pussy.
robbing
We like
shit,
we
dude.
bully her into actually robbing something.
You're
She's like,
fine,
yeah,
guys,
guys,
I
I
can't
can't.
even-
Rob a bank then.
Fine, guys. Whatever. No, I've thought about it, and it's like the only crime I would want to commit. Oh my god,
It's a good
you know?
crime. Like it's a good fun crime.
But
Unless you gotta, like,
honestly,
kill
now-
people to do it.
But now you could just like do it by hacking and coding instead of like physically going into a bank.
So lame though.
So lame.
You
It's
can't
so
tell
lame.
people that you robbed a bank if you just
Dude.
went on your computer and went
Exactly. I'm like, oh, I
Can't do that.
rewired some stuff. That's stupid. No,
That
I'm
sucks.
breaking into a vault.
Yeah, it's like reading a book. Like
I
a
just
real
kick
book.
in the vault. That's how I get in.
You could do it.
I go, ah.
You work out. You got it.
And they're like, wow, she got it open.
And there's nothing in there. It's
There's
all.
n-
And
yeah,
they're
it's
like
it's
online.
It's a disc. It's like a USB.
Yeah. And they're like, this is all our money. We keep it in the vault. Like that's so funny.
I have like a fake wooden gun that I carved
Why? Oh, did you like? in
because
your
I don't
pocket?
believe like in guns.
Oh, me neither.
But I'll just
Unless
like
it's sexual.
it looks like one. Put your fucking hands up.
But you have it out.
Yeah.
No, you have to have it in your pocket. See that
no.
you're not going to be good at this. We're already fine. Like you're like, I'm going to go into a bank on vibes, and I'm going to rob it. Like
Yeah, no, I just like I'm already in there like taking some 20s out and I'm like, you know what?
I don't believe that you
Put your
could
fucking hands up.
rob the bank,
hey,
but
can you please put your hand up?
I believe you could like put someone in a mental hospital with a prank though, if that's any
Okay,
consolation.
thank you. And you know what? That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that.
I thought it might. That's a weird side to you. I wouldn't have pinned you for that.
I'm telling you, I'm calculated in a good way.
So we're getting to the toxicity. Like it's
Oh,
in there.
I mean, I'm toxic. Do you want to hear about something toxic?
Yes, please. Let's get into the toxic. Enough about this stupid bank shit. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Give me some fucking juice.
Let's get into the finale.
Listen, it's come to our attention. Phone sex has entered the chat.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Have
There's
you-
my doink.
Okay, do you? So you like to phone sex a little bit.
Mom,
Turn off.
go
Mom.
away. You listen to the dream part. Stay there. Log out now. Sure. I like to partake. Whatever.
And it's come to my attention that you've recently been partaking.
Who said that?
With who?
With whom? Who said that, dude?
Who would ever say that?
And who would ever do that with me?
Here's my question. Are you good at phone sex? Do you talk a lot back? You like say stuff? Are you initiating? Are you leading it?
I'm initiating.
Shut the fuck up. You're like, and we're in
No, it's not that I'm initiating. I'm just initiating the entire thing.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Is this an audio call or a video call? It's both, huh?
It's a FaceTime.
Oh, it's a FaceTime. That's not phone sex.
Oh, shit.
That's a whole other thing. You're a cam girl.
I agree.
That's not a fucking. That's not phone sex.
It goes from text to then FaceTime, and then like a FaceTime catching up, and then you're like,
That's a live stream.
Yeah, that is. You're so right, Chris. You cannot get away with this.
Wait.
And you're like,
it's
and
starting
take a tit out.
regular. That's sick. That's sick.
It just
That's sick.
escalates.
It's my whole
You
plan.
gotta go
Though.
straight it.
It's like you make them laugh. You make them
foreplay
laugh.
over text.
Well, yeah, of course.
But you're saying you go into the FaceTime and the foreplay happens there.
I think the foreplay is always happening.
If you're attracted to somebody, everything's
man.
foreplay.
It's always there.
Hey man.
So that's why, like, when you get on FaceTime, then you're like, like you wear like a sweater that's kind of off the shoulder. And you're like, your shoulder. Sometimes shoulders can be very sexualized.
I'm gonna
but
just
that's how you're
answer
hooking
naked
him.
next
You're
time.
hooking him with some shoulder.
I think so. I think he likes the shoulder. But
That's
but
some
yeah,
gangster shit.
I mean, it's kind of just like you just start flirting and talking, and then on FaceTime, and then you're there. Do you have any other questions?
Wait, can I share a funny story about? Well, okay. First of all, you're nuts. That's
pretty.
phone sex. You're
That's a live
you're
stream.
live streaming.
That's a live stream.
You're live streaming. You should be charging
Audience of
money for
one.
that.
Or maybe two.
I think
don't
there's-
know how you
yeah,
do
one.
it,
It's
but
also like there's like an intimacy to like literally just a voice like phone call.
I like that.
That's like fun.
I've done that.
That's what I think phone sex is.
That is what phone sex is. What you're doing is not. Unfortunately,
that's-
yours is.
Wait, you didn't know that
FaceTime.
it was FaceTime? Did I not tell you that?
No, you said phone sex.
Well, that's a phone.
that is not.
It's a completely.
That's
it's
a video.
big delineation.
That's a Google Meet. Like
You know
that's
what
different.
it is? And
No,
it
it's a
is.
hangout.
It is.
That's a hangout.
It's a
hanging
Zoom
out.
call.
It's a Zoom. You sent a link to the chat for that.
But I didn't. It wasn't planned. It just like happens.
Yeah, but
It just happens.
that's crazy.
And then you just do it.
No, phone sex is on the phone. And
Boring.
It needs to be a corded one too.
Boring.
Going all
I
the
mean,
way back.
yeah.
I mean, it's like what? Oh, you have imagination? Ugh.
that's what's fun about it.
No, I know. But like also what's really fun is like watching things.
So you want to see it. Oh, girl, let's go. Now we're getting somewhere. That's your thing.
I don't know. It's just fun.
How much do you want to see?
Honestly, I didn't think I like would love the look of that,
Sure.
but I do.
You're like cool, actually. You're like a guy's girl. You're a guy's girl. And you're actually that's great. I mean, whatever you're
Well,
into.
another thing that I love to do is it's just like I love the tease.
You like to tease.
Yes.
Oh, teasing is fun.
Yeah. Like sending little pictures and stuff during like a work day in the middle of a work day.
That's
Here
Oh
you
my
go.
God, yeah.
I do that.
Dude, my ex used to be he loved that stuff, and I also like sending whatever, but he was a teacher. And
He was your teacher?
No, he was a teacher. Jesus
Could you
Christ.
imagine?
Hot.
Hot.
Oh my God, I wish.
Yeah.
No, you know what I realized recently? You know when you were like, we were talking about what's hot that's not actually hot?
Yeah.
And mine is sleeves, actually, like it's like rolled up sleeves. Like this. But on a man where you can like see the and it's because that's like a teacher thing. That's like a teacher thing.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like my teachers growing up, which is like so weird to say, but like
And this guy who
that's masculinity to me for some
that's
reason.
pure
I don't know.
masculinity, for sure.
I had a point and I got sidetracked.
You were talking about the guy Your ex.
Oh, yeah, but he was a teacher. So he'd be like, send me a nude. And I'd be like, you can't get arrested.
Oh.
He's like,
Yeah,
at
no,
school,
dog.
you can't send nudes to someone
No.
who's with kids. I was like, you're crazy.
Wait, that's actually nuts.
No, he's like, just that's actually gross. Like that's crazy. Because like anyone else is like I'm at work, but they're at a desk. They're not like
in front of children. You
they're
can't
not,
be
like-
popping a boink
they're not
around
like
your
in
kids.
the lunchroom, like between. They're not like in the teacher's lounge. Like you can't do that.
Maybe you didn't think that through. Did you ever send one?
I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew
exactly.
It. Great question.
Exactly.
I didn't know where he was.
Well, you trusted him that he wasn't near anybody.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't. Surely he wasn't.
He's probably in the bathroom.
Yeah, he was taking breaks.
But that's what's fun. I like having that like control in a way, knowing that
I
they're
could ruin
doing
your
something
life.
busy, and then I could just send you something,
And they have
so
to
fun.
Love that.
And I'm a goober. We're like goober hot.
Yeah.
Like so, like it's
like silly.
phenomenal photo, but I'm like.
But you're being a goofball.
Yeah, and it's like my personality really does shine through on top of all everything
but you're like
else.
holding a banana phone.
Yeah. No,
You're
yeah.
like, I'm naked, but
I have like a top hat on.
It's prop comedy.
Yes. No, I think that's
That's what I love. And if you love me, that's what you deserve. Dude, wait, okay. So when I was with the London guy, obviously we partook in some phone stuff because we had to keep it alive.
Distance.
Distance makes the heart grow. Phone sex. And we were phone smooching, and he so we were supposed to be like FaceTime audio calling. He forgot to do that, and so it like
so
gets
a FaceTime.
No. So it was like a regular, like it was like an international call.
Oh, shit.
And so because he was
and
just
those
hot and
get,
bothered,
like-
so he didn't think about it. And so he like called me, but he didn't think about how he was calling me. And so
I'm
we're
sweating.
like, I know. So we're like on the phone, and then things are like happening, and then it just cuts off because it was like an international call. Like all like dropped in the middle. And I was like,
Somebody was listening. Could you imagine?
yeah, that's horrifying. Anyway, I'm bad at it, but it sounds like you're
Are
really
you?
good at it. Yeah, I just can't really like speak, but I like to receive.
I don't know how you get better at it other than just doing it.
Yeah, I got to get my reps in. It's probably a 10,000 hours practice.
You also just need to do it with somebody that's like, you're not going to feel embarrassed by anything.
right.
You know, like you can kind of just like say things
Right.
and see if they like it or if you enjoy it.
Right.
It's all just like practice.
It's all just practice.
And
makes
if you
perfect.
don't like it, then don't do it.
Exactly. I mean, I do like it. It's just you're FaceTiming. You're doing porn.
She's kind of right.
Yeah.
You know, when you do that, like to us at work, it's very effective. Like my day is derailed.
I know,
My
I
day
love
is
it.
now about this.
I love how
I love it.
Chris is such an ally.
Yes.
Why am I?
You're like a supporter of women in a very like true way. Like
Yeah.
you're just a fan.
How
in
does
a
that
good-
make me a supporter of women though?
Because
you
literally
just
at
love
work
that.
being
You're
like,
delighted.
That's really hot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No,
like
no.
you're just enjoying it.
That's the bar.
I love when he like tells me to F off. You know what I mean? Like it's like Jesus Christ, F off kind of thing. We can bleep that.
Did
F
I say
off.
that?
No.
No,
Like
that's the way
Is that-
that your
That's-
person's
Is my
talk- like
energy?
in a
no. When
I'm reading your mind. It's
when he goes, he's like, go.
yeah.
Yo,
He's
what
like,
was that?
Wait, can we talk
'cause
about
he's
something
pissed in a good way.
in a good way? No, he means it in a funny
I'm like,
way.
Are you following?
It's like I feel like I
'Cause-
just had. I
because Chris-
inherited your stroke.
No,
is
because
what I-
Chris would never say F off. He'd be like, I love you. Like, and
Oh
you're
no, sorry. This is
I would
with
definitely
somebody.
say
This is with somebody
would.
that like we love each other, so he can say that, right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're trying so hard not to say it's my ex.
Keep it in. Keep it in.
You're trying with The reason why she sounds like she's having an aneurysm is because
I'm working
I
around.
gathered
Because you're
that.
like, so you're like someone that I love and we have a rapport, but he's just someone and when I send him to my
So
someone,
that's why you're not following.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you need to prank him.
yo, diabolical.
I mean, I
Have
feel
you
like
pranked him?
No, I don't want to prank him. I feel like I tease him enough.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I do.
You
No,
throw a
'cause you're
shoulder
fucking
at him
around.
sometimes?
No, what's good about Fia is like, okay, so the last time we talked about being toxic and you have since become toxic. And that is such a good
I did it.
Congratulations.
I did it, you guys.
Moment of appreciation, giving you your flowers.
I'll extend the credit too. It seems like you've been toxic
Thank you.
based off of the
I
pranks.
really didn't think she would, but like that,
You
this
guys
is why
didn't think I had it in
this
me.
is why
so
it's
innocent.
important.
Like the first 2 episodes, 3 episodes, whatever.
And now
it is
you learn about
Yeah.
my pranks.
And then you're like,
and
I
my
gave this girl
toxicity.
like a psychiatric like problem.
Yeah, it's like,
I
oh,
get it
we're
again
toxic.
and again and again.
It's like, no, it's
Yeah.
good because like we're manifesting and like it's so important to speak things into existence. And now we know that because you're being toxic.
But like in a good way, and
Oh,
I
in a
feel
fun
good
way.
about it.
You're allowed to be toxic to your ex. I think that's the one place you can really have
or
a free pass.
you and your ex can be toxic together.
yeah, as long
Unless
as
I don't
you're
think
a
it's, like,
man,
even
by
one
the
way.
Unless you're a man. Men are not allowed to be toxic
Oh
to their
yeah,
ex.
but
We
he's
do,
not.
but it's not.
but it's not as
It's not
as
encouraged.
cute.
No,
It's like cute when we do it because we're like we're just girls.
it's not.
Yeah, we're just
We
like-
can-
yeah,
it-
we're just-
You can
publicly
handle
is. The PR for girls being toxic. to
It's cute.
their
It's
exes
sweet.
It's like
much
feminist
better.
of us.
Yeah,
If
any- yeah, and if
like
anything-
Slay. I ruined his life. Slay.
Like I literally destroyed this man.
If anything, it's sweet.
It's good. My dad told me that I don't have ex-boyfriends. I have a trail of lifeless bodies.
Was that so? That's a real quote.
That's
I've
an
heard that in
actual-
your material.
I know I did a joke about it before. It's literally true though. Like he literally was like, Yvette doesn't have ex-boyfriends. She has a trail of lifeless bodies. And I was like, read me to filth.
That's so true, though.
Yeah. But
I like the concept
better
of not
now.
acknowledging you have exes for everyone.
yeah, they're
I
dead
think it's very healthy
to me.
Yes.
I do talk to a bunch of them.
Yeah,
You're a medium.
Your ex,
My exes
dude,
are
you have
coming the
ex-
fuck back around though. That's not
you
my fault.
host your exes.
Yeah, because I love them.
So there we go.
So there we go.
You host your exes. I have homes or mine. Whatever.
Whatever. But like I'm not even doing that. I need to get back in that game. That's
Yeah,
the
have fun
part.
with it,
That's the
dude.
fun part.
Yeah.
I'm honestly thinking about just like getting it down with an ex. I literally was like
You reduce, reuse, recycle.
there
That's
is
what we've
nothing
talked about.
Exactly. And there's nothing that feels like so comfortable as just hooking up with your ex. People are always like, it's so bad.
it's so nice.
But it's like, it's just a silly little treat.
well, especially if like it, if it didn't end horribly at all.
No, it's like, yeah, that's the hard part. Well, so I went to the spa. I went to bathhouse with
Yeah.
I accidentally was with my ex and my guy
You
friend.
accidentally end up with your ex in these situations.
She does.
A fair amount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of overlap,
same circles.
to be fair, because we're both in the same industry. And also we're still friends. We're on good terms.
Yeah,
But
we're
anyway,
on
but I
good
hadn't like
terms.
seen him in that. But it was so crazy to be like in straight up just like bathing suits with like these two boys who are like being pals. And I'm just like, oh my God, just like watching this unfold. It was so funny. And then at one point my ex turns to me and he's like, this is like Challengers. And I was like, yeah, Challengers if like no one wants to sleep with me. That's like
True.
I was like, yeah, Challengers except it hurts my self-esteem.
Yeah.
Do you believe that neither of these men wanted to sleep with you? Because
I
I
mean,
doubt that.
That's untrue.
I think neither of them really want to. I mean, they're not like
Sophia,
ex-
so she's like full of shit.
Your ex
basically.
definitely does. So that's bull. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's crazy of you.
I think he like would.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Should I text him?
Should you get back together?
Yeah. Yeah. I love to text people and be like, I'm gonna get back together with my ex for 3 months and just cause a whole ruckus and then just like break up with him again. That would be toxic.
That's very toxic.
You should do that.
No.
Do a prank.
So we're not fun.
Maybe I'll just do a prank to make things crazy and fun. But things are already crazy and fun. So all in all,
we had a good week.
we had a really good week. And we're gonna have an even better next.
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, I had a show this week. Fia has a show next week.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
We're just on the run. We're just on the go. We're
We're
just
girls on the
busy
go.
bees.
We're being our full selves.
We're being our full selves. And if you guys want to be toxic, do it in a really healthy way. Okay?
Do it in a good communicative way.
Yeah. Put yourself first.
Have a glass of milk.
And if you don't have a glass of milk, I'm gonna
Have a glass of milk.
I'm gonna
swear to
lose
God.
my freaking mind.
Because if you gotta do it.
You gotta do it for women everywhere. If you want to be a girl, drink a glass of milk.
You guys ever had like the out of the glass bottle?
Yes.
That is
So
that
good.
is
Yeah, that's
sex.
pure.
That's
Ugh,
sex.
let's go get some milk.
Let's go get some milk.
I want some. All right. And we've
Always said that.
That should be the first episode.
I think so
That
too.
should be the
You
first
think?
I think so. I was thinking
That was
the
very
same
good.
exact thing.